What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. We got the RSX Type S 06 in the garage. I had a front driver's side headlight go out, so I decided I'm going to replace it with two LEDs on each side, and I'm also going to do a couple of the small little bulbs that are in there as well. So I'm going to talk to you about what part numbers I got, where I got the bulbs and all that, and then we'll pop the hood and we'll get everything installed. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Let's go.
Alright, so for the inner running light, so this is the inner running light. Alright, it's a 912 or a 921, and then I got the LED. And this is the brand I got for the inner running lights and for the headlight bulb. Alright, so the headlight bulb is an H1, and I got an LED. So there's the H1s, and this is for the 05 to 06 RSX. The headlight, the low beam headlight, is a little different for the 02 to 04. Low beam, obviously, so it's not the high beam one. And then there's an outer running light. That's a 194 LED bulb, and I got a bunch of them, all kind of cheap. This brand is all over Amazon and eBay. I got them on eBay just because I'm an eBay guy living in the Stone Age. But yeah, so this is what we got. Let me show you on the headlight what ones they are. So the main headlight on the 0506 RSX is this bulb here. So that's going to be the H1. And then inner running bulb is this one right up here. If you can see if I can focus it. Alright, that bulb right there. Alright, because this one is the high beam. Alright, and then there's an outer running light right in here. Alright, so that's where the outer running light. You can't see it unless the bulb's on, but there's a bulb in there. So that's the outer one. That's the inner one. Alright, and that's the headlight. When you turn the headlights on, those are the three bulbs that are all light up. Turn signals here, high beams here. I'm not touching the high beams. I don't use them much. I mostly drive this thing when it's nice weather. Obviously, I do drive in the rain, but I don't think I need that. So, this is where we're at. Inner running light, headlight, low beam. So, we'll pop the hood and get this going. I might take the battery off just because it'll be so much easier. Over here, I'll probably have to just scrape my knuckles up, but I should be able to get to everything. So here's the before. You can see not crazy bright, although it never does justice on the phones. So this is before. All right, you can see that little bulb in there is lit. That'll be an LED. Out here will be an LED. I did get white though. Figured to keep it all the same color. But they're just like side markers. So there's where my headlight's out. So hopefully that's just a bulb and nothing crazy. I've heard some horror stories about people, the headlights going, I guess, having some type of short in it anytime you turn your high beams on. So I know I have put my high beams on at times from driving, late at night in a dark road, but hopefully that's not an issue. Hopefully it was just a tired bulb. So we'll go from there. And there's the light output on the wall and on a 4G63 head from a DSM. So it'll be tight over here, but that's the inner bulb. The headlight bulb is down there. Alright, and then I should be able to get to the small one right here. This, I probably could do it. I might try this side first, and then just to kind of see, but most likely just remove the battery. Be pretty much easier. Get rid of this ugly battery tie down, and then just pop the terminals off. But yeah. Another thing is, make sure you wear some type of gloves when you're handling these bulbs. Some people say you're fine with these little ones. Definitely not the H1s. You want to have gloves on. But I'm just going to wear gloves for installing all of them. It's worth the price of a couple cheap gloves. Just to make sure you don't ruin these bulbs. So that's where we're at. Alright, I got this bulb in and that bulb in. Getting to the headlights a little harder, so I want to see, have some room so I can actually see how the headlight comes out, the H1. So next I'll do the inner running light, and just like that one. I'll do the inner running light, and then we'll attack this headlight bulb. Definitely easier just to take the battery out, the 2 seconds it takes. And then I'll clean all this gunk up, clean the battery up. So do some of that while we're here. Alright, so removing the H1 is terrible. You got to take off this boot, which is around here. This rubber boot, you just pull on these tabs here, work each side and pull it off. That's how I did it. And then there's a little metal ring here that you gotta unhook. It's attached to the car, attached to the headlight. You gotta unhook that, and then these two come together. That bulb slides into the slot here. So now this little, you can call it like an adapter, but it's an H1 adapter. Well, you reuse this. I'll plug that bulb in here, and then you plug it into that wire, and then so first put the bulb on this, and then get it to lock in, and then put the boot on, and then you attach the wire. So boot, it's back there. And then you got it. There's a little metal ring, if you could see it. Sorry, it kind of sucks. See that metal ring? It's at the bottom there. So you put the bulb back in, hook that metal ring, and then you slide the boot over, and then you plug the harness. Or the plug, I should say, not the harness. Harness sounds complicated. But see this plug here? That's the first thing you unplug. Then you take the boot off, and then you take the bulb out. So it's kind of a pain. Getting in over here where the power steering is going to be fun. I took it off of here to give me a little bit more room. So we'll see if I can get in there. I'm saving that nightmare for last. All right, let's see the difference here. Let me turn them on. I only have one garage light. Headlight looks good. The headlight that was out looks good. I'm happy. I think the next thing I want to do is I'm thinking yellow fogs. What do you guys think? I could do clear fogs with a yellow bulb. I could do clear fogs with like an LED bulb, or I'm thinking yellow color fogs with yellow bulbs. Because sometimes you don't always match perfect. Plus, I like the yellow look. My Durango has the yellow fog lights. The one that was out, you kind of see it looks blown, and this is the one that was still okay. So I'll just throw these in here just so I can refer back to them. And then look at the difference in size for the inner running lights. Those are the ones that it came out of. Look how big that bulb, the packaging of the bulb is. So big difference. Should provide some more light and definitely look much better. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. So quick update on the LED headlights. They've been pretty good. I have no complaints. The high beams, even though the high beams are regular bulbs, they still seem to be working fine. So yeah, everything's going good. They've been on there for a week now. I drove the car every day except for one day. So, and like right now, I have just the parking lights on. But most mornings I have the headlights on. I just got a later start this morning. But I usually leave my house a little bit before 7 for work. So yeah, usually the headlights are pretty good. So I'm happy with my bulb purchases. I think the total might have been like 30 to 40 bucks total for those bulbs, and I even have some extra, so I think everything is all Gucci, all good. So thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Later. Keep those manuals alive, baby.